Everybody said to me, buy a little car. Railway fares are terrible, you don't know where you are. Everybody's got one, and so they must be nice. I said, thank you, everybody, and I've taken their advice. So in a little garage, I have a little car. A very useful vehicle for going to and fro. Press a little button, pull a little handle, chunk, chunk, chirk, chirk, off we go. A dealer man approached me, asked me if I'd mind if he took me for a ride. I said, you're very kind. Told me all about it, from the white lamps to the red, and exactly how to drive it. I've forgotten what he said, but in a little garage I have a little car, very useful vehicle for going to and fro. Press a little button, pull a little handle, chunk, chunk, chug, chug, off we go. He brought me safely home again, he didn't break my neck. I thanked him on the doorstep and wrote a little cheque. Blew up all the tires for me and lit up all the lamps. I found I paid him 6p short, so gave it him in stamps. And in a little garage, a little car, first I take her quietly out the countryside to roam, push her out a mile or two and gently pull her home. If she had a speck of mud, it simply made me howl. I used to wash her with my sponge and dry her with my towel. And in a little garage, I have a little car, and so on. Now I am a road hog. My morality is lost. My premiums have been enlarged. My license been endorsed. I drive in a snowstorm, a hailstorm, or a shower at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. And in a little garage, I have a little car, very useful vehicle, going to and fro, press the button, pull a little handle, chunk, 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 off we go, breath. Of course, a wonderful bus. It's a marvellous bus. Of course, it's not a bus really. It's no resemblance to a bus, except that it stops as often as a bus does. I know what causes that. There's some dust in the incinerator which one's blowing out. I can't tell you what sort of car it is, because it wouldn't be fair on the other manufacturers, but it's not a Ford. I mean, I wouldn't be seen dead in a Ford. I probably shall be seen dead in a Ford, because our undertaker's got a Ford hearse now. Of course, for several reasons I got a car, you know. My roller skates are worn out, my bicycle bell are broken, and I live 2 miles from our golf club, and I'm very keen on bridge. Do you mind holding this a moment? The man who used to drive me there married a 2-seater wife with Oxford legs, and I had to get a car myself. Anyway, I got one. It's got 5 wheels, my car. 5 wheels, one stuck up on the back. Seems an awful waste of wheel. I don't know what it's there for at all. Well, I had a few lessons in driving, but it's frightfully easy. The great thing is changing gear. I don't know what changing gear means, but I'll show you how to do it. You clutch hold of a steel stick with knobs on, pull it back your first, forward through the starting gate your second, back from there your third, so you're bound to get a place. Of course, there are all sorts of things on the dashboard, I mean. There's a clock which tells you how many miles you do to the gallon of oil, another clock which tells you English time, another clock which tells you French time in amps. And of course, if you open the bonnet of my car, which I frequently do, there are lots of things there very useful, very dirty but very useful. Cylinders and crankshafts and an old glove of mine. Oh yes, and there's a carburetor you tickle. I often tickle mine, I can't make it laugh at all. I don't know what it is. I suppose it's got a dry sense of humour. Somewhere there's a big end. I haven't come to that yet, but it's wonderful to think after all the little ends I've come to in my car that I should come to a big end one day. Of course, my wife thinks she knows more about the car than I do. Sometimes when I get underneath and start talking, she comes down and she starts talking too underneath the car. The other day a policeman tapped me on the back and told me that someone had stolen the car. Of course, I can do running repairs, you know. Run to a garage and get someone to repair it. In a little garage, I have a little car, very useful vehicle, going to and fro. Press a little button, pull a little handle, chunk, chunk, chug, chug, off we go.